Alrighty, sorry about the little AFK there. I just wanted to leave enough of a break to jump right into the game. So definitely want to see the Clairvoyant changes in this patch. They seem very great, being able to hopefully see where our 2 and 3 radius is going to be. Should help this class immensely. It's kind of what I've been hoping for since I started playing it, but I'm really interested to see how they will solve being able to see these radiuses. I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like 2 circles around each other, because this radius is smaller than the pulse radius is smaller than the bomb radius. Excuse me. So I'm just really hoping, or really interested to see how they solve that issue. I have people ask me about co-op, so I have a couple ways to play co-op with people. I set up a Steam community group, and the link is in my profile page on Twitch. Also, I'm perfectly fine with you DMing me on Twitch, you DMing me on YouTube. My Discord name is memghost. So I'm perfectly fine with DMs. If you don't want to play on a recording or a stream, you just kind of want to hang out and play. If you don't want to play unranked, if you don't care, any of those things are perfectly fine. I would really enjoy playing Inkbound with people who are passionate about it and enjoy the streams or the videos. So if you're interested, just contact me any way you like and kind of give me preferences. Oh, I want to do unranked, I want to do it off stream, anything like that. So otherwise I will continue streams and videos being solo for now, but I'm trying to set up multiple ways for us to co-op game together if you would like. So just preface it with that and then jump right into see the Clairvoyant. It looks like I still have my old tag. Yeah, I do. I still don't know what that nameplate fix was. I'm interested at what the typo was because I couldn't even find it. Alright. We are almost done with the Sea Trickle Quest 2, which is nice. But yeah, let's just jump right into a rank dive and see how Clairvoyant plays now. Alright. So we've got Argoloth for 750 quillings, 25,000 damage, or fully augment 3 bindings. Let's take the damage one. I think we can complete this the fastest. It's always cool to see how fast you can complete some of these. I guess you could technically fully augment 3 bindings if you go for money and all the bindings one. And if you don't mind not putting epics on an ability or 2 and just fill them up with grays and blues and greens, you could probably fill up 3 pretty quick that way. But let's go for the damage. I'm feeling like we're going to do lots of damage now that we can see where our abilities are going to hit. So this class is the only class I think that can't change their core bindings from, say, like this one's physical, you can't change it to magical. This one's magical, you can't change it to physical. And same with the spirit bombs. So the high damage abilities are both magic, and the kind of moving the ball around is physical. So I really do like building magic damage on this class in particular. I don't like Frozen Heart just because you have to get hit for it. I always feel like I'm not going to get hit, and in some cases, once you get enough damage, you don't really get hit that much. Cloak of Conspirator or on hit gain quillings. So these aren't the greatest to start with. Cloak of Conspirator is probably the best. Unfortunately, since I have to move my ball into position almost every round, I just lose the 10 ability power on one ability. Because you get 3 stacks and you lose 10 ability power every time you use a binding, right? So you basically get 3 bindings with 10 ability power, and one of mine's going to be wasted every turn. So maybe I actually take the Frozen Heart. Let's just see how it works. This is a magic class. Frostbite's nice, so let's do it. We'll go tanky Clairvoyant, right? Alright, this is one of the gray damage talents I don't like, because Telekinesis I don't hit with very often. I'm just using it to kind of move my ball around. I really don't like percentage chances, even though this is, you know, a little more than 1 in 3 chance. It's still worthless on the 2 out of 3 that you don't get it, you know? And ability power is okay, but I forget to use it sometimes. So not a great start. I think I'll take the ability power, but not be happy. There's a damage talent on Spirit Bomb that I really like, and then there's a damage tower on Pulse I really like, but we'll take the ability power just because it's the best that we were offered. Alright, do not want a Wit Thief. I actually didn't look at my dailies either. Is there... Okay, these are both fine. I'll just naturally complete these. Same, the group ones, you can finish solo, and I always finish these as well, as long as I play enough. We'll turn our combat log on as well. I wonder if you guys can contact me in game as well. I don't think there's... Is there a way to, like, message people? You know, old school whisper commands or something? I wonder. But yeah, it's just Memghost in Inkbound as well, but I don't know if you can contact me specifically in Inkbound. Interesting. But yeah, switching to combat log. And I will probably... I don't want Wit Thief. I want to pick up my orbs. Shimmering Barricade is probably the easiest. Also, the least amount of gold I'll get. I don't really want Pacifism either. I want to build up magic power. So let's just take Shimmering Barricade to start. I think the changes, if they're implemented well, will really help the class, but it's still a little weaker earlier, in my opinion. Having to stack up 3 psionic charges to get a really strong Spirit Bomb is a lot of willpower early on. I'm actually going to start with a Vault on Clairvoyant. I don't feel as bad as I do on Weaver on this class starting off. It's not as hard because just 150 damage even if it's not max charge. Or it's 50 damage or 150 damage at max charge. But just has a little bit more damage to start than Weaver. You don't have to... You can move your ball. You don't have to, you know, thread everything to get all your damage in. Alright. So first turn. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so it shows you the little bomb, but there's no way to show the big bomb, I'm guessing. So what I was hoping is having this little aura around it, and then having a bigger aura around it. Maybe a lighter shade color or something, or just another. So this is great, but it's not going to show me if my Spirit Bomb is going to hit everything now, right? It's only going to show me if my Pulse is going to hit everything. So maybe they come back and edit this. The reason it's tough is because you can see when I hit them with my outline, the unit that's getting hit is being outlined. So that's why I was interested in if they would be able to show the Spirit Bomb as well. Because then how do you show that they're going to get hit? See, I'm hitting all 4 right there, right? Now I'm hitting 3. Now I'm hitting all 4 again. But yeah, this is definitely great. The good news is if you're hitting everything with your Pulse, you're definitely going to be hitting everything with your bomb. But there are going to be cases where there's a lot of enemies on screen, and I'm going to have to still kind of guess a little bit about the Spirit Bomb. But yeah, it's a great start. Hopefully they can figure out a way to kind of show both. Still awesome. I never would have been able to hit all 4 of these mobs without that indicator, I'm sure. So I like it. I will just kill all of these guys because he's going to do a aura or a buff next turn, and I won't be able to kill him anyway, so. I should have been in my pulse to get the ability power also to do extra damage. I'm probably going to forget that a lot, unfortunately. Okay, so here's him buffing now with the blazing barrier. Take 1 damage every time I hit a unit. I'm gonna try to get in here and kill him. I will take extra damage from hitting him, but alright, so now that will kill him. I probably want to move my ball to try to hit these 2 as well. So maybe like this. Oh, see? Now that I couldn't see my 3 ability, I'm missing him. So that's definitely a hard change to fix. I think it's fine that I'm missing him. He's not attacking me this turn. I will take extra damage again because I'm not killing him. I'm going to take 2 damage from them. It's interesting that he's not giving them the... He's only given the tiny guys this blazing barrier, but not his big friend. So yeah, not bad. 8 damage. I love this change. I really hope there's a way that they can implement it for this too, and that they keep working on it. I didn't know how they would do that, so maybe it's just... I don't want to say it's not possible, but I don't know if I've ever seen this. On being hit, inflict 2 stacks of bleed. On your first turn, gain 5 stacks of evasive. I don't really like evasive or first turn things. I mean, I like evasive, but not... This is only on the first turn that it works, right? 5 stacks, you're typically not going to get attacked 5 times on your first turn. That's kind of nasty. It happens every once in a while with little birds that do 2 damage, but it's never really high damage targets that attack you on the first turn. Liar's Dice I've never taken. It looks like the best choice here. So I will take it and try it. I don't always look at my buff bar, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when you get these things. I'm hoping like maybe a UI change at some point will put some buffs over your head that are kind of more important, percentage chances and things like that. But we'll see. Alright, magic power is great. 8 HP puts me to full, but I'm still at a good life total. Take the magic power. Here is the potent spirit bomb, so I will take it. Changes it from 55 to... Is it 85? Or is it going to scale with my magic damage as well? I don't know if I've ever looked at that. So let's see. It does. So that does make flat damage talents that much better, since they do scale with your stat increases as well. So instead of 85, it went to 88. So it's very good. That makes the flat damage increases much better as you gain more stats throughout your run. I wonder what other talents improve as you gain stats. I wonder if flat damage is the only one. We should take a look and think about that as we dive deeper. Alrighty. Restoration's okay. I like cleave, but not on this class. It's just... We've got enough AoE if we manipulate our ball well enough. And it's another 2... I don't like having too many 2-cost willpower abilities. We can take Cultivate here. I've been taking it a lot more. It I feel like it's still better for co-op, but the ascensions for this are actually really good. There's one where it gains willpower, shield, and health every turn, which seems pretty amazing to me. So let's take it and see. It's probably one of the weaker early takes because it's foregoing an action one turn to get multiple actions in a later turn. So it doesn't always work out well. I think we're gonna do another vault. I just want this run to go well. This is kind of the way for me to confirm I get to push a little farther. Usually, I mean, I could still get some really crappy bolts, right? So, right, I got 2 crits. I guess I didn't get my lucky dice roll with my liar's dice, so I've got 2 guys direct attacking me, money, which I will probably let go. And why does he have a hazard aura on him? I think that's supposed to be Blight Bomb. Like, hazard aura is my aura, and that's got a different graphic over it, right? So I think he has Blight Bomb, and it's just maybe they kind of bugged that out a little. I don't know. So we'll work on these 2. He's kind of far away. I don't have to ignore him, but I will to start. Maybe I can get over here and kill him too. Yeah, that should kill him after the hazard aura should kill him after I cast this ability. Especially if I get the ability power. If I remember it. So yeah, he's dying, so I will take 0 damage. I could have just looked and saw that I was taking 0 as well. 2 big guys is not nice. But I guess at least they're attacking different turns. So let's see here. I think I can hit all 4 of these. Unfortunately, since I won't be able to see my Spirit Bomb, I'm gonna have to kind of guess. Maybe if I get used to the 2 ability, how big the radius is, I can get a lot better at hitting all 4 of these. So this looks good to me to hit all 4. Okay. So I was right here. The problem is it's not killing them. So I'm going to have to bring it back up here just to kill these 2. Because they're going to rampage after this, and I would take a ton of damage. So I'm going to have to bring it up, and then I don't have to cast my ability because the hazard aura kills them. So maybe yeah, I'm just going to grab the globe and throw the plant down and let them die to the hazard aura. I'm taking 3 damage, but it's from him. I have 1 shield from knocking my ball through me. Alright, so start down here. Go up here. Stay out of the AoE. Let me just use this. I could move my ball one more time, but it's only 22 damage. My hazard aura is only 30, so he'll live. If I use this, I can kill him. I can get up here to my globe too, I guess. But now I'm in the AoE. I was 1 pixel away from being able to grab my globe, so we're grabbing our plant too, I guess. I have 2 moves left, so maybe I do it like this to get 1 more armor. Alright, we have a full charge here. I guess we still cast the 2 first just to get the ability power. Looks like we got the Liar's Dice that time. Oh, I missed him. I thought I was hitting him. Yeah, Hazard Order kills him here. I think the other problem with Frostbite on Clairvoyant is you kind of have to hit him with your telekinesis. I'm not proccing these Frostbites. Or am I? Tangled Quill deals 25. Tangled Quill. Is that my ball? Yeah, I think my ball is called Tangled Quill. Maybe not. Mystic Bat Buddy. $85 with Psychic Pulse. I'll have to pay attention to the Frostbite stacks when I use my Spirit Bomb and Pulse. Because in the combat log, it looks like it is. Before, I was only breaking Frostbite stacks with my telekinesis. So maybe that got fixed too. In which case, Frostbite would be really good on Clairvoyant. I'll have to pay attention to that this run. And that is Blight Bomb hitting me. So the graphic is just wrong. Yeah, Blight Bomb. Right here. Tangled Quill deals 1 damage with Blight Bomb to Memgo, so. Yep, it looks like that graphic got messed up. Maybe only in certain scenarios. Maybe the patch. I think I will take the health here. Frostbite damage is okay, but I only have it on the if I get hit right now. And I like to stay at a healthy life total with the classes I'm not as good on. Outlawed Works is nice, just free magic damage and crit damage. Dazed and... I don't have any poison right now. I do like inflicting Dazed on an orb, but you can control this a little better than the Dazed I had yesterday. I can't remember what that was called. Where it was just the closest enemy. Because a lot of bosses will spawn enemies close to you. And it missing on the boss got me killed. This one's a little easier to control. You can kill a lot of the spawns and then pick up your orb to get the dazed on the boss. But this is just 2 magic power and 20 crit damage. I don't have a lot of crit, but it's good to start building it up. I like that. I'm not a huge fan of the auras in solo play. I don't like to be constricted to being inside my aura all the time. I will just take the 3 shield to kind of spread out, again, my gray talents. Or augments. I don't have the money to buy the extra binding. Let's go ahead and do the Sea Breach. That was another reason I was kind of going for Vestiges. Now I can go to the Sea Breach early and not feel as bad if I get a bad event. Even if this is wasted, at least I have a little bit of power, right? Alright. So, random augment for 3 bindings. Well, let's see. Through the sea, you peek upon 2 young and vaguely familiar binders, arguing over the best way to achieve the binding they have been tasked to perform. One for brevity and one for specific. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to say specifics. For some reason, I cannot read this word. I promise I could say it. Specific with city. How about that? In front of them, the unfortunate target of their practice. This is what I get for reading the event. I've never even read this when I've played it solo. Anyway, be brief. Random augment for 3 bindings up to uncommon rarity. Meet in the middle. 1 random rare augment. Be as detailed and precise as possible. 3 random augments for a binding up to uncommon rarity. So these 2 means I can get grays and greens. So I would rather just get 1 blue than a bunch of green and gray talents on my abilities. So they make this sound good, but random augment is just, especially if they're only greens, Like, if there was a chance for them to go up to epic, I'd be like, oh, okay, sure, let's try, do it for the chance. But these are all my core abilities and one cultivate. I don't want to fill up my core abilities with a bunch of grays and greens. So let's take the one random rare. We got it on our ball, and it is my favorite one. Look at that. Best event ever. I got the Grievous Pulse, the damage aura on my Psychic Pulse. That's my favorite binding augment. I like this better than the purples. Not to say it's as strong as the purples, but... Oh, I threw my fishy away. I meant to eat it. Eat the fishy. Alright, hard fight, superior vault time. Alright, he's got the magic shell up. I could still probably kill him, honestly, just because he's so weak and I have Grievous Pulse. So he's doing 4 damage, isn't easier to kill. He's doing 3, but he also will aura next turn. I don't like him getting the extra max HP and attack, but what am I going to do? I may just blow up here with the crit and then move up here to start working on him. I will do that. I don't have to move it all the way, and I can get a shield if I do it this way. I will go ahead and blow up. Maybe I'll get enough for... Yeah, it's a little short. 10 damage short on the aura. No big deal. So we got the frostbite on him, but if I cast, it's gonna kill him anyway. I do need to cast on him one time just to get rid of this extra damage I'll take. So I guess I cast on both of them like this. When I move this, it's gonna kill him, so. So the damage aura did 45 to him. Now the question is... So he has physical shell up. Let's go ahead and hit him and kill him. Grab this. We don't have to use our Spirit Bomb here. We can move over here and Spirit Bomb. Excuse me. We won't have the mana though. Even if I grab the globe, I'm 1 short. But this is fine. We'll be able to Spirit Bomb next turn with the next spawn. All right, just getting a drink of water. So I can hit all 3 with my 2 almost, which means my Spirit Bomb should definitely hit all 3. We can just start blowing these guys up. The extra Grievous Pulse and the extra magic damage is doing a lot of damage already. Yeah, can just clear this whole board. I was getting extra ability power there, standing in my orb and casting my 2 as well, so. Very, very smooth. I love the changes. I guess I take health here again, just because I don't need these 2. Alright, I have no movement ability, so Tracker's Cleats are useless at the moment. I don't do physical damage unless I hit with Telekinesis, so Unstable Circuitry is the best vestige. Unless I want to take this and then make sure I grab... Is Blink the only movement binding that you can get? I think so. So we'll just take the belt. Taking the cleats and then forcing a blink pickup isn't bad. I think it's a good strategy if you really feel like Blink is your best option, but I feel like I might have better options too. Invigorate's a really good option for me with this build. Maybe a heal, maybe a shield. I don't like having 2 utilities, so maybe one of the damages. Jinx is kind of expensive, and I think it needs a little work. It either needs to be 1 cost and a little less damage, or more damage for 2 cost. It got nerfed after the beta. Yeah, we'll just see what we're offered, but I was just trying to think of things that I would like to see. This is pretty interesting, getting a stack of evasion just for picking up my cultivate. There are fights where I'm not even using cultivate, but I think that's fine. I don't want to fill up my pulse, and I don't really care about crit charge on my bomb. I'd rather get damage talents. As we've seen, damage talents have the best scaling since they are scaling off our extra magic power. So yeah, cultivated quickness. I think having an option of getting evasion on that's really good, especially on bosses that direct attack you. You can, it may means you pick up your plant early sometimes, but if you're gonna dodge like 10-15 attack, it's definitely worth it. Alright, just talking mess about Jinx and it pops up. I don't really want to take Blink. It might be the best option here. I mean, overall, I think Blink is the best, you know, general binding. That's not like a core ability. Shield Wall might be okay here. I think I want to reroll. Although I could take either one of these and probably be fine this run. What am I rerolling for? Chain Lightning, Restoration. If I will take Restoration, why won't I take Shield Wall? Oh, Invigorate. I do want Invigorate. Alright, I did not get it. So let's just take Cone of Frost. I'm interested to see if the Cone of Frost, if I was wrong or misplaced, that it's not proccing off some of the Pulse and Spirit Bombs. So it's a decent ability, and it's for science right now. I just want to see if I'm proccing for Frostbite off on my ability casts. Alright, I took the shrine there over the shop. I can't really buy anything great. I don't have any Quillings. I'll get some later though, no worries. Ability power is amazing, so I will get it. I guess it's my first one. Hey, Ectogamut. KG's Cage. I don't know that I've seen that vestige on this run. Oh, that's right. Okay, you're answering what I was figuring out, what I was trying to daze the boss with. Yeah, thank you. It is called KG's Cage. Sorry I missed that. Yeah, I had KG's Cage last night, and the daze was hitting the little ads instead of the actual boss. So the picking up an orb is better in my opinion, just because you can kind of control where the daze goes a little better. Yeah, boss time. I do have 2 pots. I'm almost full health, so should be an easy time. I am in love with this change though. I love seeing at least the initial orb size. I don't need to frostbite these guys. They're just gonna die. Same with this guy. I just want to make sure I kill all the ads if I can. Maybe get a little armor, so I'll stay here. Oh, I can't reach. It will still reach on my bomb, but I won't have enough mana to cast it. So I can also do this. 60 damage. And then 35. So it won't be enough to kill him if I just move it. The damage aura won't be enough. So maybe I just cast my plant, take a little blow up damage, which means I shouldn't have moved my ball back here since it didn't reach. I should have just put it on the boss. Use my pot to take 0. But yeah, so it was a mistake moving my ball up here. I should have just moved it to the boss. I will cast my Spirit Bomb this turn. So I should have also casted my Frostbite first, but so he's got 7. I want to see if my Spirit Bomb procs it. I only have 1 Sonic Charge, but it's fine. Okay, so yeah, they are getting procced with the Pulse and Bomb. I don't know if I didn't notice that before, or if it didn't work like that previously. I'm just gonna move out with that orb. It was gonna disappear anyway, so it's doing pretty good damage so far. I'm going to try to stay in my orb, so I get the ability power buff. Now I want armor and to get up to this orb that's going away. I didn't reach it. I can reach it now. Alright, 1 more pulse and then a bomb. We'll just do, since we had to pick up our plant, we'll just do as much damage as we can. So moving the ball aura when you have Grievous Pulse around him is really strong, because I can cast my Cultivate and do 35 damage to him. It's just constantly doing damage if they're in your aura with Grievous Pulse. I was trying to decide if I wanted to grab my orb this turn or not. I don't think I can proc him with it, so I'm just gonna wait. Which means I should move up a little and just get 1 more shield. Damage him as well. Alright, I should be able to proc him this turn without a problem. Yeah, I can proc him without using my Spirit Bomb too, so we'll just save a big Spirit Bomb for his summon turn. I do want to be next to this orb and my other as well. I can't tell if he's still in the aura or not because he's pink mode. I guess I move it a little bit just to make sure. Alright, this is a pretty big spread by them. I'm not going to be able to hit them all, so I think it's better if I just get the top half and leave him. So there's a guy way up here too, so I think I'm going to have to put it somewhere in this area. I may not be able to hit him either, unfortunately. So it's about trying to gauge the size of my Spirit Bomb by the size of this one. I feel like maybe right there. Okay, we didn't get him, but we did get everybody up here, which I think is fine. Alright, do I want to grab my plant as well? I'll wait one turn for the plant. So I can kind of go off with Cone of Frost and all of my other abilities. I'll take 5 here. As long as I'm above 35, I'm happy. It'll be a full heal. The start of next zone. Okay, just moving this will kill everyone. I should have frostbited first. But I think I might still be able to get through 7 stacks because of my plant. I have 2 left. I may not be able to kill him though. But I can get out of the AoE and just kill him next turn. Take no damage. So that's fine. He's going to get the shield from Shimmering Barricade. But I should still be able to chew through that too. So we should be good. Full heal for next zone. I did not get the dice. I haven't been paying attention to when I get it either. I only saw it one time so far. This is actually way closer than I thought it was going to be. I can kill him with just planting a plant. So let's show him nature kills. I typically like getting my core bindings ascended before the additional ones. But in this case, the freeze bindings, like this one does a lot of damage. It makes it almost as strong as my buffed Spirit Bomb and inflicts dazed. This is extremely strong against bosses. Weaker against a lot of little tiny adds. This is a lot stronger against a lot of little tiny adds. What do I want? I want an Ascension on Cultivate. I want an Ascension on Spirit Bomb. And I want an Ascension on Psychic Pulse or Cone of Frost. Does that mean I reroll this one? I guess so, because the only Ascension I don't really want is Telekinesis, so it's 3 out of 4. So let's just go ahead and reroll. I think Flash Freeze is fine here. You get to save your reroll for something better. But I do want to see either a Cultivate or a Spirit Bomb. The only reason I don't like Flash Freeze early is because of the cooldown. It's 4 turns. But it's still fine. Alright. We did get the Spirit Bomb. This one's really fun. You just get to pull in the entire screen. It's killed me every time I've picked it. But then again, I had gunk filled, so they were also putting gunk under me when I was killing them. But it was fun. This one's better. This one's more utility, especially like in multiplayer if you want to pull everything in and have your whole team just AoE the entire center of the screen. This one is better though. It's just more damage. They both cost 3. This one has a 3-turn cooldown while this one is 2. So you can do this one a little more often, but you don't get any extra damage. It's just 252. Huge area is the entire screen as far as what I've seen. So it's fun. But I don't think I can have a fun ability and win by myself. I think I need the extra damage to kill bosses and such like that. I would get one more Ascension, but I would have to get a damage Ascension and better Vestiges, or I would just die. So, Super Spirit Bomb. I hate the extra willpower cost, but I get it. It's very strong. 882 damage at full charge is extremely powerful. I like this. Extra damage on my 2. We've already established it. Scales really well with our ability power and magic power. Heal Aura is great in co-op. Again, I'm not always going to be inside my globe So I like the damage. It's my last binding, but it is an epic, so I'm fine with that. Grievous pulse damage and the ability power one I'll probably barely use. Oh wow, a blue magic power. I mean, there's no choice. Magic power is what we want, but ability power is also good. This is 10%, whereas this is 40% magic. So, and, you know, 95% of our damage is magic. I wonder what that it makes our hazard aura 45. Interesting. Alright, I don't want pacifism. I have some good stats going here. I don't want wit thief because I want to pick up my orbs, so I guess we're taking heavy pockets. So I lose 12 movement immediately from that. You start at 25. Yeah, I should be losing 12 movement. I thought I started at 25. Do I have a movement vestige somewhere? Or is it not going to happen until I go into a fight? We'll see. I should be down to 13, I think. Alright, definitely going for vault. Want better vestiges. I probably shouldn't pick all those up just in case they have health. Could heal for one after the fight. But I would forget them, knowing me. Alright, did my movement go down? It did. So we lost our 12 movement now. When the battle started. So we've got Juggernaut and nothing. We do want to get our full Spirit Bomb off for 1,134 damage. But we don't have any extra willpower. Let's just start off by hitting these three. I'm gonna have to use movement to get out of the AoEs, and having heavy pockets kind of hampers me right now. So going down looks like the best way to go. I really want to spend my whole turn moving though. I have to cast... Well, I don't have to, but I really want to cast my Psychic Pulse at least. So I can get a Full Bomb Spirit Bomb off next turn. Can I kill them without moving and just take the damage from him? I have a Barrier Potion, so let's see what we can do here. Try to get off 2 Psychic Pulses. Okay, we're still a little short, so we should have done a Cone of Frost with it. Cone of Frost with it would have killed them. We can use this and pulse again. Which means we should Cone of Frost now, just in case. Alright, and take 4 from him. I'm fine with that. We do have a Super Spirit Bomb up for next turn. Until we get more willpower, Cultivate's going to be hard to cast, or a little bit more damage. I think I ignore him because he's Juggernaut up top. Try to focus these two. I don't know if I can hit him and the cannon. Since I don't know, I'm just gonna make sure I hit these two. Yeah, not even close to be able to hit him and the cannon. Like, I should just be able to look at that and tell. That's way too far. Do we Cone of Frost again? I actually don't even know why it's off cooldown. That would be my whole turn, so I can't get out of the AoE. So just cast this, grab this. And move our ball. I was gonna try to get armor or shield. This is fine. So Hazard Aura will kill him. So I just need to be up here. So he's gonna die. So I'm taking 0. I could move my ball, but we'll just plant a plant. It's about the same amount of damage. I would have done 22 more because of the actual telekinesis. Alright. I don't need the HP, so it only overheals me for 5, but I'll take the crit chance. Takes me to 8 to 14. I'm not really worried about health yet, even though I don't have any sustain. I can get some on Cultivate if I get the Ascension. And I can just be good and stop taking damage. Yeah, here's KG's cage that he was talking about earlier. So it's just hard to get the days to hit the boss when they're summoning ads. And this is magic damage here. The sprouts, there's 2. There's this one and there's a blue one that heals for 10. I like them early on, especially on classes or Inkbound rank, but they become worse and worse later as you get stronger. But you can always replace them if you're getting enough vestiges. So, but I have a lot of worse vestiges to replace here, so I'd rather just get damage and a little bit of damage resist here. Alright. I only have 1 augment left here, so I don't want to take that. I don't want to take critical spirit bomb. We don't have any on Cone of Frost, so let's just take 1. We're really close to our damage. 4,000 more. Alright, I could buy the binding here. I don't want to do a sea breach with no glyphs. There's a lot of, or there's a couple events that you need glyphs for. Maybe we just go to the study. I don't have any bindings on telekinesis either. I would like to save for the legendary vestige, but we'll just buy the bindings because we're a little short on them right now. Pickup gain 1 extra will. Hexing ore is beautiful, so this will help a ton. Yeah, hexing ore is amazing. Just wherever your ball is, you automatically hex all those enemies, and I do a ton of magic damage. Extended range would have helped in that one fight. I'm not even casting Cultivate enough yet to worry about the cooldown. Same with Cone of Frost. It's kind of just an additional damage I'm doing. So we'll take the increased range. I don't think it comes up a ton, but sometimes it may be the difference in killing a mob and not being able to reach one. Alright, definitely want the rare augment, so we'll get some more glyph globes. Alright, look at that spread. So I could go for the money. I'm kind of strong, but I only have 1 potion. I don't want to hit the bats unless I'm going to kill them, but with Hexing Ore and Damage Ore, I almost kill them just by moving the ball to them. Like, they pretty much die from that. A little bit of a visual thing where it's not showing his health go down at certain radiuses. That's fine. This is brand new. Which way do I go? Maybe I start by just killing them and move down here to set up for a big Spirit Bomb next turn. I thought it was hitting him too. I guess I misjudged that. Do I Frostbite first? The problem with Frostbite is I think I Frostbite after. It's gonna look weird, but I want to move out of this AoE. So I'm going to do this and be set up for my Globe next turn. And then I'm going to move a little bit and Frostbite. I mean, it does put the Hex Aura on them, so maybe it's better this way anyway. Alright, so we're set up for our Globe. We're taking 6 from the little Ghosty and this guy. And the little Ghosty, I think, heals. Or does he give a shield? So he gave that guy a shield. Doesn't really matter. We just smited those two guys to death. Our smite is getting really strong just from the magic power and ability power. I'm gonna leave this dog alone. I'm gonna blow up the money. I do have to cast Psychic Pulse twice. So maybe we cast it once over here to kill all this. Didn't kill him though. That's 6 damage. Unfortunately, I have to kill him. So I won't be able to Spirit Bomb the big guy. Because I need 3, and I'll only be able to get up to 2. Yeah, no big deal. I got my legendary vestige. I got some of the coins. I would have liked the globes as well for rerolls, but I don't think it was worth taking 6 damage. I'm already at 34. Alright, that shows me hitting all of them, so... So, I think I can cast my Cultivate, and he'll die to the Hazard Aura, just because of all the damage. But I might as well cast at least that. Save the crit Psychic Pulse for next turn. It doesn't really matter. I shouldn't take another point of damage here. Let's just cast a really big bomb. See how much damage it does. Man, that is a lot of aura spam. I can't even see the damage I did. There's so much aura spam. Maybe with some updates we can remove some of the spam in the combat log. Just show only damage numbers, or, you know, some options. Because I can't even see, there's so much aura spam, I can't even see how much damage that did. Alright, let's see what our legendary vestige is. Inflict 1 stack of shock on hitting. On your first turn, gain 2 ability power until the end of combat for each aura you have. Interesting. We have Hexing and Grievous Pulse. So it's 2 auras. Does damage aura count as 3? I think damage aura may count. Alright, so, and we can fit 1 more on telekinesis. So we can maybe get 4 auras total. So that'd be 8 ability power. I think it's the best one anyway. I don't want to be low on health. Shock is a nice bonus for clearing a lot of mobs, but I'm doing enough damage to just move my ball around and blow them up. I'd rather have, if I get a couple more willpower, I can just move around the entire map and kill everything. So shock is kind of just like a win more at this point. Helps me clear the board faster. So I think Seer Shards is definitely the pick here. I think I'm getting 6 ability power now, and I can get 8 if I get one more aura on telekinesis. So we'll take it. I probably will take the 15 health because I don't have any burn or poison, so this almost tops me off. I think we're fine. I have no rerolls yet. I could have grabbed this and got rerolls, but I'd rather reroll epics. This does make Mighty Frost strong. I don't want to take charging telekinesis because I want another aura here if I can get it. The heal aura is a purple. So we'll take Mighty Frost. It goes from 40 damage. Plus we know the damage talents are scaling with our magic and ability power. So it's 190 damage now and a huge cone. Well, I think it says large cone. Huge cone is... well, it just says cone. I do have the wider area of effect though, so that's why it seems huge to me. Alright, so we have a shrine next as well. I don't want the telekinesis ones. This one's okay. These are more supporty, so I think they're a lot better in co-op. This one does give me more psionic charge. But I would rather have my pulse, my cultivate, or my frost than this actually. So I'll re-roll it. I mean, I'll definitely get one of those guaranteed, so. This is another aura. I like it better. Psychic Beam's kind of cool because it gives you another like direct attack almost. You can aim your pulse at in a row. So it gets interesting, but I do like Sapping Aura. This will also help me get my Super Spirit Bomb up faster because I get extra psionic charge for enemies in there. I really need willpower because the Super Spirit Bomb takes my whole turn almost. And I don't have any cooldown, or I'm sorry, cost reductions on any of my abilities, so. But yeah, I really like the Spirit Sapper, and it goes well with our Seer Shards. So let's go to the shrine. Hopefully I can get about 400 quillings for the legendary. Fishy! Helmet Crab's fine. Well, this sucks. I don't want to reroll. I would rather reroll for an epic. So I guess we just take physical power and be upset about it. We have no poison. I'm not taking 12 heal for 1 health. So we take the physical power and stomp off angrily. Take the heroic vault here and the rare augment. Barrier potion. I guess we eat our helmet crab here, which is fine. I like kind of using at least one fish or potion for hard battles. Alright, 3 pots with the overachiever buff. Shouldn't be a problem though. We do have an increased Cone of Frost, so we should definitely look at casting it more often now. I think I can actually hit all 4 of these with the Cone of Frost if I do this right, so. I guess I won't even need to since they're dying so fast. So this should give me enough Psionic Pulse to use my Spirit Bomb next turn. It's just if they're in a good enough radius for it. These guys have Inky Drain, which I hate, but just moving the ball to them will kill them. So I want to get as many of the big guys in my explosion as I can. I guess only 3 is all I'm going to be able to hit. I'll just have to kill him with something else. I might be able to get that guy too, I guess, but I'm just going to focus on getting these 3 for sure. So this will kill these 3, and I can kind of move my ball around to kill others. I'm still in AoE from these guys, but I can move out while I grab these orbs. I can't move out unless I grab that orb too. If I move it off of them, it will not kill. Yeah, moving it out of here will kill them, so let's move it over here. Get 1 shield and damage these guys. Or it won't. Oh, okay, I know what I did. That was my mistake. I moved, the aura was killing them and I moved out. I had to move in there to do the Grievous Pulse damage. So yeah, that was just a mistake on my part. I'm taking 2 damage, but I'm gonna take some Ink Drain, which I don't like, but that's fine. I did also get 8 ability power from the Seer shards, so the damage aura does, or hazard aura does count as an aura. So hexing aura, damage aura, sapping aura, and the Grievous Pulse gives me another damage aura. So yeah, I got 8 ability power at the beginning of this fight, which means 9 ability power and 9 magic power. Alright. So it took a little extra damage because of the mistake, but it's no big deal. I'm not taking any damage right now. Let's just throw a plant down. I should be able to kill everything that spawns. So just kind of set up everything. Yeah, it's all a bunch of birds that died to the smites anyway. Smite is going to be very strong if I can find any smite synergy. Like right now all I have is the belt, so I have to get hit and lose my shield for it, but if I just get some standard smite, smite all enemies, and double smite, I have so much ability power and magic power that, you know, it'll do a ton of damage. Shielding's good. I like free shielding. I've been seeing this a lot more since they increased the rare and epic and legendary powers or whatever. I've been seeing in the shielding one. It's like the 3rd time in a row I think I've seen it. 3 runs in a row. Alright, this is a little bit of crit with a possible invasion. We have a little bit of crit, so it's not bad. Hitting an enemy inflicted with frostbite, inflict daze. That's pretty good since we have Cone of Frost. It means we can pretty much force dazed on whatever target we want. Defeating enemies gained a small amount of quillings. Well, we're almost done, so this may help us get the 400 for a legendary vestige, but Frozen Statue has the most synergy with what we're doing right now. Dazed is really great on bosses too. So I guess we just take more Mighty Frost, just make our Cone of Frost a very damaging ability. just see what the epics are on our Spirit Bomb and such. This isn't an aura. If it was an aura, I'd take it. I don't even know if there is another blue aura on telekinesis other than hexing. I don't know. Alright, go to Tether Shrine. I do want to try to save my money if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to make enough, but it's fine. More shielding. Blue crit damage is okay as well. It almost doubles our crit damage. So crit damage is probably better, even though our crit's only 14. And we have no auto crits. Just because of how much more damage it does. I do like the one shielding though. Yeah, I will take the crit damage. One extra shielding is, it never seems like much, but there is a lot of little chip damage in some of these bosses where all of a sudden you're at 20 health and didn't realize you were taking 2 chip damage every turn. Alright, boss time. So this is nice. I can kill and damage a lot of the stuff up top while still doing damage down here. I'm gonna leave him be for now and just work on killing these 4. I guess I can put it up here now. Could have also thrown my plant down, but I like getting a little extra damage on these guys. I don't need the cooldown reduction. It's only going to hit on Cone of Frost, really. And because of my heavy pockets, it costs too much movement to kind of get over here. I guess it only costs 1 movement. As long as I can grab it from right here. So that's fine. It basically pays for itself and just gives me 1 cooldown reduction. I should have thrown down my plant too to get the cooldown reduction on it. But no big deal. My plant doesn't do a whole lot yet. Just shields and evasion, which won't do anything against him. I do want to try to move up a little bit to get my orb next turn. I could have also gotten 1 extra shield throwing my ball through me instead of spirit sapping, but it's just more damage. Okay, I can save my crit spirit bomb for next turn. I will kind of movement right on top of him. This is going away anyway if I don't get it, so just grab it. I got another crit. This is going to be an interesting turn. I might be able to kill him. Maybe if I set up over here so I can grab both my plant and this, I might be able to kill him. Oh, I have to kill all this too. Otherwise he's just going to have a ton of damage resist. Yeah. So I can't kill him. I need a lot of willpower. It's 3, 4, 5 if I grab everything. Now let's just see what happens. I thought he was dead. I can kill him. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. Pardon my French. He has 3,000 HP. I think it will only show that I do 3,000 damage. Oh, it's a 2,000 damage Spirit Bomb already, without the crit. So crit damage 130. That's going to be 4,000, almost 5,000 damage. 4807. I won't be able to see it because of all the aura spam, but it was 4807. That was crazy. Thank you everyone for the follows. Don't know how you do these so well. Well, on this one I took early vestiges because it just really helps in the early game. But I really love the changes to Clairvoyant. Being able to see the radius on Spirit Sapper, your number 2 ability, really helps. Like, it's a quality of life change that I've hoped for ever since I played the class. Alright, I'm actually okay with taking this. I don't think I need it. I have enough damage to just kind of blow through anything. But I just kind of like showing this off. This is the one Ascension that I feel is really good for solo and co-op. You can just throw a plant out there and get tons of health and shield and willpower from it. Like, having the extra willpower is probably better for me because I can do so much damage in a turn with it. But eventually this stuff will go on cooldown and all I'll be able to spam them with is telekinesis. It will do the damage aura, grievous pulse damage as well every time I'm doing the telekinesis, but this one, I just like this one. Also, yeah, I just like this one. We can re-roll that, or we can re-roll this. This is amazing. The cultivated strength, if it's a magic, that's also amazing. Getting a 1-cost discount on every magic ability is actually stronger than the 1-cost will count. But it actually might be guaranteed if I re-roll it. Let's see. I think I can get the magic one guaranteed by re-rolling. I'm missing an epic here. Yeah, here it is. Heal aura. So these, I want all of these. I wish it would just let me pick all of these. My favorite class is Obelisk. He just breaks the game sometimes. And Magma and Mosscloak were both in the beta, so I played them a lot more. Since Obelisk is new, he's my favorite. Other than that, it's Mosscloak just because I like rogues. Yeah, we're going to take this magic one. Even though we're not using our plant enough, we're just going to buff up our plant. The other choices were probably better, just because I use them more often. The healing aura just gives me passively 2 more ability power. But we're just going to buff up our plant. I'm pretty sure we can do no wrong here. No matter what we do, I'm pretty sure this is a win. I don't think I'm going to get enough Quillings to buy the 400 Legendary Vestige, though, unfortunately. We have another crit Spirit Bomb. 9 ability power, 9 magic power. He's AoEing. This guy I don't care about. He never attacks. He just spits out a mob every turn and gives a little shields. Let's see. I was hoping I could hit all 3, but... Alright, I can almost kill them already. I do want to plant my plant every turn now. Or every cooldown. I could have killed these guys, but I'm just going to save it for the next turn when they're all direct attacking me. Right now I can kind of just move and get out of everything and then just blow them all up next turn. So I'll have a crit Spirit Bomb and I'll have 3 psionic charges from them being in my aura. So we'll blow up the whole screen this time. I think right about here. The only guy we won't be able to kill is him, probably. This should grab everybody, I hope. Yeah. So, kaboom. 5,000 damage to everything. Almost. I guess it was 4,000 on some of them. Go ahead and work on this guy now. There's 2 more guys spawning, I think. I can only see the one. But there should be 2 more spawning. Oh, I guess it's just one. Alright, so we'll just blow up everything. Grab our plant and blow up everything. We may be a little short to kill them all this turn. So I should have waited to pick up my plant until this was off cooldown to kill them all. We may still be able to do it. The only problem is I have to spam telekinesis now for 5 willpower, right? So it's going to be short. It will kill him. Oh, no, it won't. Because of the team captain buff. I was going to say the damage aura may kill him next. But he gets the shield. No big deal. Just blow him up that turn. Alright, we have no more rerolls, so just take what we get. Crit chance is probably a little better than frostbite damage. Just 20%. We do have more crit damage that we've taken, so we'll take the crit chance. They're both good. I really like Dice of Fates early, but I only have 1 fight left, right? So this gives you so many stats if you get it early enough. When defeating an enemy, all physical bindings gain a cost discount that only works for telekinesis. So I guess it's Thunderstruck Bell or a reroll. Thunderstruck Bell's okay for this boss. Get rid of my Liar's Dice and my Frozen Heart first, I guess. Yeah. We'll take this for the Liar's Dice. Like, there are better epics, but this is good enough. Although, I'm not going to have 400 for the other Vestige, but this is good enough. Again, I think we're so strong, it doesn't matter what we do for this last boss. I would like a Smite All, please. This is really great if you get it early. It gives you so much max HP. There's a lot of fights where you'll kill like 15 little tiny mobs. So I can reroll once and afford a 250 or a 150. Dice again. So I can reroll once and only afford a 150 now. Bindings have no cooldown. This would be nice, but I don't have... My bindings are super expensive, right? I guess I can buy the Dice of Fate. What did I want to replace? Frozen Heart? This will give me more stats than the Frozen Heart is, so why not? You know, I may even get an extra willpower roll. But yeah, you can't kill this guy super fast. Like, he goes through his phases, so I'm going to get like 5 or 6 stat rolls from this, because it's going to be at least 5 or 6 rounds, right? Alright. Final boss time. Okay. I feel like this is the easiest final boss. It does have mechanics and, you know, it hits a really large radius. So this hand is hitting this circle. The boss is hitting this huge circle. This is the only place to take 0 damage right now. But knocking the hands into the boss as the mechanic is pretty easy. And they do almost no damage after they get hit. So I typically like to... Like, this is already going to knock them out of damage range. So 1100 crit, now they only do 5 damage. They're worn down. So I don't need to worry about the hands again. I'll hit him when I need to move him towards the boss. I think I'll throw down my plant and just run. 'Cause I don't really need to hit the boss or anything. I could also do this. Hit him once, get my damage aura up there, and then just run to the safe zone. The boss is easy, but there are a lot of times where you should just kind of look for the safe zone and try to get in there. I don't need to take this damage, but I also have 2 pots, so I don't have to play it super safe. I'm gonna kill this guy regardless. So now we look, this is the guy that I want to push into the boss if possible. And I also want to do damage to these 2 big guys. Alright. I want to move back up. So I'll start moving and grabbing kind of orbs on the way. My spirit bomb being so expensive is kind of... I rolled a 5, do nothing. Oh man, Dice of Fate fail. So I got 1 ability power last turn, but nothing this turn. Anyway, I was just kind of looking at my buffs. So I'm 1 away from my psionic charge. I want to push him into the boss. I want to leave my plant for a couple more turns, so let's grab the orb. And just make sure I knock him into the boss. Maybe. I can't do it without grabbing this. So maybe I don't worry about it this turn. I don't really have to play it safe. I can just do like this. He's gonna hit me though. Also, you have to hit the boss with the actual telekinesis. Like, the damage aura doesn't turn him, so he's still gonna go down here. But I'm only taking 2 damage. This is fine. I want them in a better radius to hit everything, if I can. So now I have the psionic charge up. I'll use it and grab my plant this turn probably. I want to use it while they have the Thunderstruck, so I do a lot of damage to them. Does this turn him to the boss? No, it doesn't. Alright, I need to grab my plant, because that costs 3. You can grab things in fire, it won't hurt you. You just can't cast abilities while you're in it. Let's do this. Can I hit him? Doesn't look like it. So I turned him to me, but I can't move, so I'm not really doing the mechanics at this point. I'm gonna phase him without even doing the mechanics, possibly. I did take a little damage there, but since the hands do almost no damage from having no health pool, it's not really affecting me that poorly. I'm gonna actually do the mechanics and knock this hand into the boss. It did not knock him into the boss. Did I miss? He's upset. There we go. We knocked him into the boss. 3rd time's the charm. I think he was hitting the mob that was really close to him. So when that mob died, he actually turned. Alright, we've done it. We've successfully done the mechanic. The hands will hit the boss. We'll throw our plant down again. I think I was just casting in the fire, which is a big no-no. Yeah, I was casting in the fire. I was just checking. I think it's fine. I'm still in the fire, so I'm going to take 6. It's kind of hard to see. I don't look like I'm in the fire, but I think the thing under me, like, it's kind of glowing, right? So it just doesn't look like I'm in it. So I took a lot of damage there from the fire. But again, I don't think it matters. He's already phased. He will start doing a lot more damage in his next phases, but I can heal off of my little flower. And I still have a shield pot. I wasted one right there earlier just to kind of see if I would take damage. I thought they were both in here. I guess not. I definitely don't want to take any more damage. So we'll play a little safer. This is going to be a tough turn. Okay, so there's a safe zone right here. So I probably need to make sure I get to it this turn, which is 2 moves away. So if I don't grab any globes, I can move twice. 2 abilities. Yeah. The problem with if I do this ability, I can only move once, which will put me like right here. I guess that's fine. I'm taking 0 here too. So cast the big Spirit Bomb since they have the Thunderstruck on them. Do a ton of damage to everything. I'll make my way back up to this globe and the healing crop next turn. Oh, he just resummoned them. Alright. So no safe zones below. Definitely not behind him. So up here is the only safe zone really. And over here. Yeah, so this isn't very far for a safe zone. I may not be able to knock the hand into him. It's probably too far. I do want to grab my globes. So maybe I just grab them immediately. Cast once. Grab globe. Cast again. I do need to make sure I have enough movement to get out of here when I do this. Alright, can grab this crop. And it probably gives me enough shields to just kind of stand in here anyway. And it does. Plus I have evasion, so I'm evading his attack. So now I just move my globe a little. Yeah, I missed him a little bit, but no big deal. Again, he's probably too far to hit the boss. I'm not worried about doing that. Now he'll be close enough, but it'll be him, and I'm close enough to hit him into the boss. Safe zones. Pretty much anywhere that's not in this path or this path. Do I just cast this? Yeah. I should have changed that up a little bit so I could have pushed him towards the boss. I can't really go down in here, in that area. So it's better if I just don't hit him again, so he won't hit me. So I'm gonna have to play a little bit safer because of the fire mistake I made earlier. Six HP and 12 shields. And the fact that we only have 4 willpower a turn makes it a little tougher. I don't know if I can get the ball down there. I'm gonna try to get the orbs. Just so I can get down here and try to knock him into the boss. So I can get him to his next phase, the final phase, and kill him. Alright, hit the boss. I'm taking 0 damage. He's gonna be too far away from the boss, unfortunately. Yeah, he won't reach the boss. I need him to move. So this is gonna be a little bit of a dead turn. Just cast a few abilities. Alright, he moved. I can get him to hit the boss now. Make sure I'm not in the actual fire this time. It's not really a great safe zone here. So this is a safe zone. Will this hit the boss though? This will be my last action. I'm just trying to get him to hit the boss. No, it's gonna hit this guy. So let's grab the... Your hitbox is too big, buddy. I'm actually gonna get a lot of stats from this Dice of Fate in one fight just because of playing with the fire like I did earlier. I have a 10 barrier. I'm just gonna make sure I hit him into the boss. At this point, like, ignoring the mechanics probably would have been faster than doing this the way I'm doing it. So yeah, I take 0 damage here. What happens if I just cast this as well? Just to get the frostbite stacks on him. So yeah, it likely would have been faster to just ignore the mechanics at this point. So he'll proc, run away, and then hopefully I can just kill him without having to worry about any of the other guys. Not really sure. So 2 will, 5 will. Let's just grab everything and move over there and see. Not the best way to do it, but it'll work. Alright, that's only 2. We can leave that one just in case. So there's safe zones pretty much everywhere because of the shields I have. Do we have... We do have the full charge, so let's use it. And here lies the problem when you pick up the crop, right? You just get to spam your telekinesis a lot. Let's see. I don't think I can kill him this turn without multiple globes that I can't reach right now. So safe zone. Safe zone. Looks like 8 is the least I can take. Oh, I got extra willpower from my dice. Yeah, this already gives me, although the 5 physical power doesn't matter, but 11 stats and 1 extra willpower. So it's already stronger than every other vestige except for seer shards. Maybe stronger than that too. It's pretty close. Alright, one more pulse. I'll stand next to my flower. And then I'll use this pot just to take 0 damage. And next turn I should be able to kill him. This took much longer than it should have. If I wouldn't have played around in the fire and done the actual mechanics, I could have just damaged him every turn for the 80% damage reduction, and it still would have been faster. So he dies in 1 cast of my crit spirit bomb. Let's grab the crop so it looks like we did really well and didn't get hit at all. 11,000. I won't even be able to see it, but one of them got hit for 11,000. Very, very strong. I love the Clairvoyant changes. Being able to see your, even just your 2 aura and not your 3. It's still really strong. It makes judging where you move your ball much easier. Dice of Fate's really good. The earlier you get it, the better, but very, very good. How many rounds was that? 8. So 7 plus 5 is 12, and I missed a roll at least once, so it was at least 13 rounds. We should have just ignored the mechanics there and just damaged the boss. Would have been much quicker. Yeah, really enjoy the Clairvoyant changes though. Yeah, definitely pretty strong. What did we get here? We got some new Weaver threads.